Hello, my name is Mary Rassa, and today I'm going to be talking about the Concord Point Lighthouse Keeper's House and the keepers themselves. First, I'd like to thank the Concord Point Lighthouse student intern, Amelia Mihalkevich, who did this wonderful program as part of her internship last summer from Mary Washington. In 1827, John Donahue, who was a Havre de Grace resident, built a 1.5-story structure for the keeper's house. He also constructed the lighthouse in that same year. The keeper's house was 34 feet by 20 feet with an attached kitchen, and the main level had 2 rooms. The half-story had 2 sleeping chambers. The basement walls in the structure are 20 inches thick, and the contract also specified that he build a stone privy that was 5 by 5 and a well that was at least 8 feet deep. As you can see by using this graphic, you can see how the structure was completed of Port Deposit granite. Concord Point, as well as every lighthouse keeper's house, was built to house a keeper and his family. In most families, the wife and children would help keep the lights burning. Many times when the keeper passed away, the wife or son would become the keeper. Concord Point had 4 members of the O'Neill family as keeper. John O'Neill served as the first keeper, but he never did move his family into the structure because he owned a home nearby. He served from 1827 until 1838 with an annual salary of $350. After he left, Thomas Courtney, John Blaney, and Thomas Suter served as keepers until 1861 when John O'Neill Jr. came to take over at the lighthouse, and he passed away 2 years later in 1863. His widow, Esther, became the official keeper in 1863 until her retirement in 1881. Her son, Captain Henry O'Neill, served from 1881 to 1919, and he was the last keeper of the lighthouse. His annual pay was $500. 1884 was a big year for the lighthouse. The keeper's house got a major renovation, and the keeper, for the first time ever, got a uniform. And when the annual report of 1884 stated that the house had an additional story built for the better accommodation of the keeper and his family. The new portion includes 4 rooms that were laved and plastered and provided a new floor, windows, a new pump and sink were put in, and other minor repairs were made. From looking at this graphic, you can see the addition of the kitchen. The summer kitchen was added about 1890, and the outbuildings, other than the privy, are the oil house and the pump house. The first fence was built around the grounds in 1828, and later a better fence was put on in 1890. The keeper and his family would not only take care of the lighthouse and the keeper's house, but they also worked the property. The lighthouse establishment provided some supplies for food staples for each keeper's family, but they would generally augment that by keeping cows, pigs, and chickens. They would also have planted a garden for vegetables in the backyard. In 1920, the keeper's house and property were sold because there was no longer a need for the keeper because the light was automated. Now you can see in this image, which is a plat map from 1908, you can see where the lighthouse was 200 feet away. And you can see the structures, the privy in the back, the raised walkways, the oil house, and the pump house, as well as the structure of the building. So the fence is surrounding the property, which would have kept all the animals that they were using for food in that property. So I hope you enjoyed this, and see you at the lighthouse soon. Thank you.